The road to the 2025 Kentucky Derby continues, and this time, let's get an update for Thursday, January the 16th, as we head into the Lecomte and Silverbulletday weekend. We're going to talk about Kentucky Derby future wager number 3, the Lecomte Stakes updates, Leonada Stakes at Turfway Park, the Busanda Stakes at Aqueduct, and the Silverbulletday, all part of the stakes action on the 3-year-old scene. We've also got a maiden race at the fairgrounds and an allowance race at Tampa Bay. But we start off, let's go to the Lecomte Stakes. Of course, going to be Saturday. I've got a preview of that race up. We do have a couple of changes. Admiral Dennis is out of the Lecomte. That's per daily racing form. He is going to be scratching a big field. Other spots to look at for Admiral Dennis. Of course, he ran out of the money in the most recent race, the Gunrunner Stakes. Now, Seattle Road, he won that wild maiden race the last time out. He is still in, but he might scratch. Chance of some rain on Saturday at the fairgrounds, and also that 14th post position. They're thinking maybe waiting for another race on the Triple Crown Trail. Now, when you look at the Lecomte Stakes, the morning line is out. So far, with Admiral Dennis scratched, that means the likely favorite. You've got 2 horses going for the favoritism. You've got Built in post position number 13. He is 3-1. Disco Time, that one 9-2 for trainer Brad Cox. A couple of those other horses may come down. Innovator at the rail for D. Wayne Lucas. He might go down to about 8-1. And I could see Magnitude getting a little bit of support for Steve Asmussen at 5-1. Golden Afternoon goes from turf to dirt, and Calling Card 12-1 on the morning line. The Lecomte on Saturday, a mile and a 16th. You can catch the preview. Now, looking at other horses, you've got Sovereignty, made it back to the work tab earlier this week. The Street Sense winner now has 2 workouts. He had about a 3-week break since the last workout in late December. Looks like he is going to miss the Holy Bull, but the Fountain of Youth would set up good. 6 to 7 workouts to get him in shape for that race, as just over a week away now from the Holy Bull Stakes. A couple of weeks away from the Holy Bull Stakes. Now, the Ferocious, of course, he ran in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, ran in the Keeneland Futurity. He lost to East Avenue. Ferocious was favored in that race. He had his second work back, only a couple of weeks back now till the Holy Bull, so I'm thinking the Fountain of Youth, most likely Ferocious. He probably is going to have a 2-start campaign with all the racing he did as a juvenile, and Ferocious down in Florida training for his 3-year-old debut. Another runner marking up his territory with workouts is Citizen Bull, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile winner. He's got plenty of Derby points, 40 points. He is going to be pointing the Robert Lewis Stakes, and that one again is on February the 1st, Citizen Bull for trainer Bob Baffert. Now, the Silverbulletday Stakes race, going to be Saturday at the fairgrounds. You've got Chassin at 4-1, Golden Gamble at 7-2. Simply Joking, the most likely favorite in the race at 3-1. Now, Drexel Hill is undecided. If the track is sloppy, they may scratch. And Ken McPeak probably only going to run one of the 2 big fillies, Gowell's Delight or Golden Gamble. He entered 3, and it looks like Blessed Broken is going to go in the Silverbulletday rather than the Busanda Stakes at Aqueduct. I do have a preview of the Silverbulletday and the Busanda Stakes up on the channel. Now, when you take a look at some of the other horses races coming up around the corner, February 1st, going to be the first of the 3 separation Saturdays. We've got the Withers Stakes along with the Robert Lewis and the Holy Bull. Looks like recent allowance winner Sand Devil going to be pointing to the Withers. Uncle Jim, you've got Poster. Of course, he won the Remsen Stakes. Uncle Hulka, a recent winner for Chad Brown. And then Treaty of Rome for Chad Brown. He ran second in the Mucho Macho Man Stakes. He is considering shipping up for the Withers Stakes with Chancellor McPatrick. He is probably going to target the March 8th Tampa Bay Derby as his 3-year-old first race of the year. The second prep would probably be the Bluegrass Stakes at Keeneland. Now, the Southwest Stakes, we've got a couple of runners. We've got Sandman, Patch Adams, American Promise for D. Wayne Lucas. Let's take a look at Patch Adams. Patch Adams, course for Brad Cox. Fast win at Churchill Downs. This was on the Stars of Two tomorrow card. Patch Adams broke his maiden. Been working down in Florida. Seems to be fit. Another week off. Of course, they draw for the Southwest Stakes on Sunday. We will have a preview of that up. And of course, the other big race on January 25th is going to be the Pegasus Stakes races. We're going to have previews of all three Pegasus Stakes next week as well. But Patch Adams, one to watch. And another runner is Sandman. Sandman winning an allowance race at Oaklawn Park. Sandman trained by Mark Casse. And he had a win last year as a juvenile. So he's got a couple of wins. One of the few horses that will have that. He's by Tappet. He's a gray horse. And another runner to watch on Saturday is Vasimo. He is entered at Tampa Bay. He picked up a win in a maiden race at Gulfstream Park last time out. And Vasimo going to go for Todd Pletcher at Tampa Bay. Todd Pletcher a lot of times will use those allowance races at Tampa Bay to either look at the Sam F. Davis, or sometimes he'll come back in the Tampa Bay Derby, but lots of options for Vasimo. He's got to go out to Tampa Bay. Can be a quirky track for the first time they run at Tampa. Now, the Kentucky Derby Future Wager Pool number 3 is open. The morning line favorite is Barnes, 10-1. Of course, he's been bet down to favoritism in both his races. He was 2-5 in his debut at 5.5 furlongs. Even money in the San Vicente, and he's by Into Mischief. He leads 39 horses plus the field, all others. That starts on Friday, goes through Sunday for Kentucky Derby Future Wager number 3, Barnes, the morning line favorite. Going to be updating some more of the odds on those. And then the points races continue. We've got previews up to the Lecomte and Silverbulletday. January 25th, we go to the Southwest Stakes, and then the Holy Bull, Robert Lewis, and Withers on February 1st. Free racing picks for the Lecomte Stakes. That's coming out Saturday morning after scratches. And then next week we go to the Pegasus card. The week after that, we've got the Holy Bull selections on Gulfstream on February 1st. So lots of racing picks coming up. Sign up once, you're good to go. Look for that in the description. The Triple Crown Prospectus, issue number 3, comes out on Monday. That runs every Monday through the Belmont Stakes. And we're going to be talking about some of the horses getting back on the work tab. Our weekly rankings will start after the Holy Bull on the February 3rd edition of the Triple Crown Prospectus. You can sign up and join over 700 other readers of the Triple Crown Prospectus. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support the channel. We've got a preview up of the Busanda, and we've also got a preview up of the Lecomte and the Silverbulletday. Admiral Dennis out of the Lecomte and California Sunset out of the Silverbulletday. Lots of stakes action this weekend. Like and subscribe. And remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.